We're coming up to Rosh HaShana, the Chag, when we blow the shofar. Which type of animal is best to be used for a shofar? Here at our Hall of Shofars at the Biblical Museum of Natural History, we have shofars from many different types of animals. But the ideal one for the mitzvah is a shofar from a ram. And that's because we want to recall Akedat Yitzchak, where Abraham was told to sacrifice his son. He was willing to do so, and at the last minute, God told him to bring a ram instead. However, if we look at the shofars that Jews have been using over the centuries, we see something very curious. Here's a typical shofar from pre-Holocaust Europe. The end of it has been carved into a shape. Now the funny thing is, this does not come from a sheep. It comes from a goat. Now, why were pre-Holocaust shofars made from goats if ideally it's supposed to be made from a sheep? The answer is not clear, but somehow it does seem clear that sheep horns were not widely available. Goat horns were much more widely available, and that's why they were used. Meanwhile, in other parts of the world, people were using what's called a Yemenite shofar. Now, a Yemenite shofar does not actually come from the horns of a Yemenite. It comes from the horns of a magnificent South African antelope called a kudu, which was exported to Yemen. But again, as beautiful as that shofar is, it's not from a ram. Fortunately, nowadays, ram's horns are very widely available, and they're extremely cheap as well. But the explanation of why they're so widely available now is fascinating. They're all imported from Arab Muslim countries such as Morocco. And in these countries, millions of sheep are slaughtered every year for a festival known as Eid. And because they only eat the meat of the sheep, the horns are available for export to Israel. But what's this festival about? Ironically, it's how Muslims commemorate the Akedah, which in their version of the story happened with Yishmael rather than Yitzhak. So as a result of millions of Muslims commemorating the Akedah in their way, we are able to commemorate the Akedah in our way. Wishing you all a very happy, healthy new year and peace for all the Jewish people.